Welcome, everybody. We are doing our best to get everything set up properly. It might take a little bit as I just finished setting things up. Just like give me a second, and we're just gonna fix the whole jank, and then I'll be able to properly explain how things work. Supposedly, maybe I'm not sure. Okay, is it catching up? I think so. I think we're all good. I think we're all set. Okay. So the whole it was supposed to start at 1 p.m. It's like 1:20 right now. Um Originally I had the master plan of streaming both on YouTube and on Twitch, but YouTube is janky AF and I'm still trying to figure the whole thing out. However, we are going to do a Guess the Anime. Guess the Anime is a series that I've done in the past multiple times, and it is a well beloved show, at least to my understanding, where people submit gifts to me on Twitter and Discord, and I go in my infinite brain galaxy wisdom to identify every gift you guys have ever sent me because that's my gimmick, knowing everything. So you are all well in time. Let us like smooth things over while we have like people rolling in and settling in. Um, it is a superpower. It is my quirk. It is amazing, and I'm sure everyone kind of wish it has it, but alas, I'm the one that. You know what? I should probably look into Dude's Perfect and get my Guinness World Record for knowing every anime ever, because I'm sure nobody else has claimed that, so I'm gonna take it. As usual, I got my trusty coffee boy. Coffee Chan is super tsundere, and we like it like that. Oh, also, I've done a little bit of crazy tweaks in OBS. So we have customs alert for anything you can think of, whether it's on Twitch or on YouTube, for super chats, so for new members, donations, everything you can think of is gonna be something fancy happening. Is it gonna be fun? It's gonna be fun for me. Is it gonna be annoying for you guys? Maybe after a little while. We'll find out. Depends how much we get of either. So uh, I've stalled enough. No pressure. I mean, a little bit of pressure for me. This is my first time doing a live Guess the Anime, so you guys are gonna be able to see whether I'm a fraud or if I'm truly claiming to my title. And this could go in two different directions. So I'm gonna try to interact with chat as much as possible, but I will be prioritizing donations if we have any, and members, of course, because they've paid for their for getting recognized. So that's how I do things. Sponsored, not sponsored. We are gonna start off things with Discord. Shout out to my Discord server if you wanna join it. Links in the description. Discord page. So, hey, look at that, just like that. We got a brand new subscriber. Ara ara to you. This is probably the one we're gonna hear the most because I believe subscribers are pretty plenty when you get 1.2 million. So, if it ever gets too annoying, I'm gonna turn it off. But I really like it. So, enough stalling. Of course, I started with my own personal GIF. Cardcaptor Sakura is a must see. If you have never seen it, you're doing yourself a giant disservice, and you're missing out. Nani, we have a follow on Twitch. So these are the two ones that are gonna plague my stream. If it ever gets too annoying, I'll turn it off. Yo Recon, my boy, how you doing? I'm good. How about you, man? You having a good time? Welcome to me showing off my anime knowledge. It's the biggest flex of the anime community. Biggest flex. Did you finish Cautious Hero? Kinda dish. I mean, I finished up to the part I wanted to watch. Not really. I've seen 3 episodes. Um, Thank you for the follow. Senpai Uwu. Oh god, that's a terrible name. Cardcaptor Sakura. Must watch show. Clear card. Stick to original. The original's okay. Now let's go ahead and hit the ones you guys have submitted. Starting off with, like I said, Discord, because there's not that many, and it'll be faster to go through the Discord one first. So yeah, Mikakunin de Shinkoku. This is a little too loud for me. Yeah, Mikakunin de Shinkoke, comedy slice of life anime. It is a terrific adventure, and I recommend it for a lot of people who has not seen it yet. This is my recommendation. Nah, it's a decent comedy. It's mostly on the kawaii side. You don't see me on Twitch live feed. Yeah, that's what I was kind of explaining earlier. I have set up the. I was trying to set it up so it would stream both on YouTube and Twitch, but YouTube being janky, it's kind of a tsundere. He wants to have like preferential treatment, so we're doing just YouTube today. And yesterday we did Twitch. We're gonna go back and forth between both until I can figure out a way to properly do it. But in the meantime, we get alerts from both Twitch and YouTube, so it's something. I want a second season of Clear Card. You and me both, because the way they ended the first part of it kind of pissed me off. So, where was I in saying my thing? Moving on to the next one. Cute comedy. Cute comedy is what I was saying. This is probably whenever I'm not too sure. Hey, Bubble! Thank you so much. I dare you to guess mine? Oh, you got it, girl. This is from Sarazanmai, the Kappa anime. The Kappa anime is a very good one. It's very fancy. I like it. Erkan Gerbins just subscribed. Thank you for the subscription, fam. Sarazanmai is a Kappa anime. It says action, supernatural, fantasy. Girls like it a lot for some reason. Not especially sure why, but I don't know. It speaks to them on a primal level. Am I excited for IQ Season 4 today? Oh, you know it. I am gonna watch the heck out of it. New meta mob. New meta noob. Fam. World Trigger. World Trigger is very, very renowned as a shonen. I haven't seen it because I'm told it takes a while to get good, but this is so tiny. You guys even see anything on this? I don't really have an opinion on World Trigger. I just know it because they have like a very peculiar uniform. Just call me a lolly. Just subscribe. Thanks for the subscription. Next one. Am I cheating? Yes. That is what we call in the business a hacks. Because it ain't no anime, fam. This is from Wakfu, a French anime. It's anime looking, but it's not made in Japan, so people say it's not anime, even though it looks like. Look, if you consider Avatar an anime, you might as well consider this one, is what I'm saying. So yeah, Wakfu, never actually seen past a few episodes. Not several, a few. This is Cautious Hero. Cautious Hero is an isekai anime that came out, I want to say, was it last fall or last summer. At the very least, it was like last year. Am I excited for Attack on Titan season 4? Oh yeah, they're gonna bring it. I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna wrap up the whole story. I just don't want them to drop the ball so far near the finish line. I don't think they will. It's with Studio. They usually have a good hand on things. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how it's gonna turn out. Anime, animation, so anything animated is anime. This is my line of thought as well, but anime elitists will fight you to the death about it because anime belongs in Japan. Get that in your veins. Cautious Hero? I don't know, it's not for me. The jokes kind of got old. This, on the other hand, is much more my speed. This is Nichijou, one of my favorite comedy ever, if not my favorite. It's probably not my favorite, but it's definitely up there. Definitely like top 10 material, easily. Um, Let me see if I can like knock off the the sound effect for Twitch. At the very least, Twitch. Or, you know what? We should probably do both at this point. Um, these are gonna get a little obnoxious with time. And might as well do the one for YouTube. I was like, nobody's gonna ever follow me or subscribe to me. Oh, sugoi. Hey, super chat. Thank you so much. It finally reached. So there's a really big delay between the alert and what I'll see. So we'll randomly get very late delays. Maybe it's just like the fallout because of all the subscriptions and we'll see. We'll find out. As I fix a bunch of things on the fly like a professional. It's like it'll never happen. They're still happening, so I haven't fixed anything. Why isn't it working? This should be disabled, and then let's go to this one. Oh, gotcha. It's the fallback. And they are all backed up. So it'll take a while before it actually knock off, I think. Yeah. We'll enjoy it still for a little bit. And okay, no, I see your game, folks. I see your game. Sending new message because I'm doing Discord. Nah. It ain't happening like this. People have been waiting for Twitter for a long time. You ain't gonna sneak in. I want a third season for Haganai. I don't have many friends. How do you feel about this anime? Loved it. Until the very end. I figured, it's exactly the same reason that I, too, feel like we should get another season after that. Because I hated the way it ended. There's no wrap up. There's no conclusion to it. And kind of annoyed me. So, yeah, I'm not very fond of it. So yeah, we're going to finish on this one. Then we're going to move to Twitter. And then if we have some time, then we're going to come back to what you guys have sent. Because otherwise I feel it's not fair for the other people. Is that logic working for you? Because it does for me. I'm going to get some coffee here. Ara. Gotta love it. Heard they ruined Haganai. The ending is just like, it's not where it should be. I'm not sure about the manga or if it's a light novel. I'm not sure. I think it's a manga. I don't know where it is, but was kind of janky for an ending. The Kendama girl loved me a good Kendama. Saw one in Japan. Really wanted to buy one, but it was like $20. I was like, I'm not gonna use it all that much. So yeah, this is, speaking of Wit Studio, this is from Cabaneri of the Iron Fortress. A very good show. Not as good as Attack on Titan by the same studio, but still very solid, especially on the visual side. So that being said, we're gonna move things along to Twitter now. Twitter is gonna be the place. Where most of this will be happening. Currently at work trying to hide my phone where the boss can't see it. I too like to live dangerously. What's a good horror anime? There are several good ones. At the top of my head, Monster, Shinsekai Yori, Shiki, Ghost Hunt. Depends what kind of horror you're looking for. If you want some gore, just pure gore, Gantz, I loved it. What else? Higurashi is getting a brand new season. Sugoi! Super chat, fam. Thank you. No, it's the one I read earlier. So we're gonna enjoy the alert for these, but they're gonna be laid back for a little bit until everything catch up, which I think shouldn't be too far off at this point. Hey, King Piccolo, thank you so much for the donation. I'm just gonna tweak the alert box slightly so it fits more like that. Okay. Again, very professional in my thing. We did this one. Anime America, Robin, my girl, how you been? We're still gonna. Sugoi. Isn't that great? I love it. Sorry, get distracted. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do a collab with you at some point. Hopefully sooner rather than later. So Robin, or Anime America, not sure whichever she liked to be called. Glad to see you back after everything. You rock. Thank you so much, Warren. Thank you so much. Yeah. So this is a gift from Eurocamp. Eurocamp is an anime came out. Was it last year? Let's double check that out real quick. Eurocamp 2018. It's already been 2 years. Wow, time goes fast. Okay, so Eurocamp Delta, a very soothing anime, atmospheric AF about camping, climbing, and overall just enjoying a good time in the mountain, where you may or may not find a body. Most likely not. I don't want to get your hopes up. Definitely not. The fuck is this from? Well, here's the very first point where you get Daddy Misty Stump. I'm a fraud. You guys figured me out. I don't know shit. That's it. This is the end of the show. No, I don't think I know this one. I don't recall. Does anyone in chat? I would like to use a lifeline on how to be a millionaire. I would like to call in chat and figure out if anyone knows about this one. Because no, I don't. My general guess would have been like maybe 91 days, but I'm not too sure. Not too sure about this one. Bodyguard of the Wind. I don't think I've heard of that one. Of the Wind. 2001. Yeah, and I haven't seen this. I not even have I not seen it. I have never heard of it. But congrats to Mr. Yoda for being the first one with the hookup. So shout out to Mr. Yoda 2K. He is our MVP so far, and we're gonna. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pick everyone that is the first one to give me the proper answer when I don't know them, and we're gonna do like a tournament, Hunger Game of the Champions, and see which of you guys is the true anime knowledge master beyond me. So, Mr. Yoda 2K, you are standing in number one spot right now. Stick around to find out more. Um, that being said, let's just go back to it. So, thanks, boy. John's my friend. He was like, yeah, I'm gonna find something that he has no clue about. All right, time to bring back my game in. Here you have the Humpty Dumpty anime. Not really. No, this is a garbage show. Garbage anime called Skelter Heaven. And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it is the worst rated anime on my anime lists. Skelter Heaven. 1.91. It doesn't get worse than this. It's a terrible show. It's made by Idea Factory. They've made just a bunch of garbage. The same people that did Mars of Destructions and the rest of the garbage. Mm. I don't have any special recommendation for it. It's just kind of mediocre. What is Misty's favorite anime? As Cardcaptor Sakura is the best. I really like it. It just has like a special place in my heart. So yeah, Skelter Heaven. Do not recommend. I do recommend you beat it to death with a shovel, but not to watch it. Well, I feel like this would be highly inappropriate on a Kappa channel, which is not my case. So we good. We good. This is a an anime called Urara Merocho, and it is the story of girls walking around in the district. Urara Merocho. That's the one. Look at the similarities. Boom. Pink hair girl? No, she's not pink. She's white. I can't. I'm not Daltonian. I know my color. I'm not colorblind. Lila, thank you so much for the donation. Did you see Stars Align? The fact that they were forced to hear F in an anime and end it in that way is really upsetting, but I doubt there's a chance for season. Is that what happened? No, I haven't seen Stars Align. I've heard about it, but I don't really see why they would cancel it. Did they just not finish the anime? Because it seems like they have played the entire 12 episodes. They may have just done like a first season. I'm not too sure. I've seen the first episode of Stars Align. I thought it was pretty good. I'm not really sure what's gonna happen to it. Eventually I'm gonna have to catch up and watch a bunch of shows, but I have a backlog that I need to go through, and it's gonna take me some time. I prioritize more. Like my next one that I'm supposed to watch is Vinland Saga because I have not seen it yet, but I was waiting for it to be done airing, and I believe it barely just did. Yeah, at the end of the year. So the question boy is back. Welcome back. Sugoi, sugoi. So yeah, to go all the way back to Urara Merocho, a story about girls walking around in the district, slice of life comedy, four koma type of anime. Four koma is, how can I put this? My best comparison is what I said yesterday on Twitch. Is basically picture Garfield, like the comic book. They has always three panels. Well, four koma is four panels rather than three, and essentially you can read them in any order. They're not story driven. It's kind of episodic. How big is my backlog? How big is my dick is the real question. No, I have a bunch of shows that I need to catch up. Usually it's like one or two seasons backward. I watch the important ones and catch up on the rest whenever I have some downtime, which is not a lot. Um, Challenge accepted from my boy Rostar. This is from a rather old anime called Ninja Hattori-kun. It's a comedy. I mean, it's a kid show. So, good attempt. It is a miss, unfortunately, but I mean, if you put the main character on the GIF, it's gonna be really easy for me to pick it up. Have anyone heard any updates on Kyoami? Do you mean Kyoto Animation? No, I believe they're not. They're not back up and running. I think they're still taking some times off. The old building is getting demolished. It'll take a while for them to get their new building. So there you go. Um, Next one. I have a bunch to go through, and we have like about maybe an hour to do so. For coma is a parody, correct? Not necessarily. For coma is more likely in the same vein as episodic, where, like, an example of that would be cells at work. Cells at work. Although the you know what for coma is. Um. That being said, moving on. This is from Yuri Yuri. Is that it? I'm having a weird blank. Yuri Yuri, right? Yeah. Okay, that's the one. Yeah. This is she's the girl. I think her name is Mary, and she goes like, "I love you, One-chan," and that's pretty much the essence of her character. um, it's a fun show. Again, comedy. Not a lot going on in the whole scope of things, but it has some funny jokes, and the characters are kind of appealing. So I do recommend it. When am I going back to Discord? Probably after I'll be done, like, I don't know, maybe half of Twitter. We'll see how much time I have on whenever, wherever we get. I don't know. Maybe I'll spend more time with chat. Maybe I'll spend more time on guessing gifs. It's the fun, the things of doing stuff live. Oh, dude, that's so obscure. Nobody would know this. Except Daddy Misty, because Daddy knows everything. Um, this is from an old anime called Onmyo Taisenki? Was that the title? Shit. No one in their right mind knows about this fucking show. It's a kid. Well, it's not really a kid show. It feels like a kid show, but it has like a lot of lewd stuff in it. So it's a shonen. Look at that. Nobody has seen this shit besides my dumbass. Um, yeah, it's see if I can find the actual girl that's in there. No. Tiny, tiny pictures. Is that her? I think it's her. Is she transformed into the cat girl? Look, don't ask why I know this, but yeah, it's not that good of a show. I mean, it's okay. It just didn't really age well. What's up? Are you going to see the anime award, John, my man? Probably. I don't know when it's gonna air and at what time, but my guess is I am going to. Or if not, then I'm just like gonna catch up onto it after that, after it has aired. Funny story. I was supposed to be on the roster for the Crunchyroll Awards. They invited me to be one of the judges. Unfortunately, as a father of two very young daughters, I didn't felt like ditching my wife with two kids, so I could go and be on a award show. But it was very kind of them to invite me. I felt very privileged to be acknowledged for my work and everything. So thank you so much, Crunchyroll. I maybe late in the few years when I won't have the same responsibilities. But yeah, no, I'm not. I'm not gonna go this year. So yes, this is from Onmyo Taisenki. I don't know. If you're a completionist, if you're looking for something really obscure, maybe you're gonna like it. It's just kind of weird. Oh, this one I dig. Beelzebub. Beelzebub is a comedy shonen anime about a guy that finds a baby, and the baby is the son of Satan, and he has some powers. The baby's super cute and badass, and this dude becomes his caretaker. This is a really good show. Unfortunately, it got canceled a few episodes in, and I think the manga kind of got the same Hitman Reborn treatment. So it's really good, but it just kind of ended before it was meant to be. Okay, we're going back into the really obscure stuff. Jarvish, thank you so much for the donation. Thank you for years of great anime tops. You're welcome. Thank you so much for watching my show. I'm very happy to hear you like it. It's from my girl, Dre Castro. She does not safe for work stuff. So if you want to follow her on Twitter, you're gonna enjoy that kind of content, I'm sure. Random shout out. This is from Space Cobra. It's a very old anime. So yeah, you guys have been sending like really stuff from the 80s and the 90s. Space Cobra was a story about a guy that kind of loses his memory, but he is, in fact, the Cobra. Yeah, and from the 80s. A space pirate. He's a space pirate that's turned into a salaryman, and then his face and memory has been swapped, and he has forgotten everything, and then he builds back to that. A rather older show, not necessarily bad, but Misty's a pervert. Confirmed. No, she's my friend. I know her in person, like in real life. She just happened to be in that line of business, but I knew her before she went into that line of business. I'm not gonna like unfriend people for doing that. What kind of meta culture am I, do you think? Oh, speaking of meta culture, thank you for all over 5 years of being awesome. Thank you, John. Thank you so much. Bet you won't find mine. If you do, I'm sold. Top 10 comments I get whenever some people send me gifts. Like, oh, I bet you won't find mine. I always do. Smart ass. Look at this one. Let's see if you know these, Milkman, from the dub. There's no sounds on GIF, fam. Doesn't matter if it's the dub or the subs. It's from Desert Punk, BT dubs. You think I don't recognize them titties? It's the only thing I watch. Desert Punk, comedy action show, and I dig it. Of course, I'm gonna recognize it. Desert Punk. If you wanna get the quick page for yourself, screen cap that shit and enjoy in the evening. I don't know what you do in your free time. I'm not the only perv here, I'm sure. So yeah, it's Junko. Junko's and titties. That's the one. Look at that. Same color. Look at that. It matches. Oh, he is a hero. Look at that. Oh, dude, I don't need the assist. I'm good. Thanks. Oh, I love this one. I believe we had it in a previous Guess the Anime episode. It is called Grimgar. And to me, I feel like it's the better version to Sword Art Online. Look at that butt. Bam. That's some cheeks on there. Don't be disrespectful, Misty. She's just an anime character. I feel like no one knows this gem. Do you? Yeah, I do. Grimgar is phenomenal. It's a great show. The first episode's gonna have you convinced. Story is about a group of people who awake in a brand new world. It's an isekai-ish. And they form a party and they take on quests. It has some video game spirits to it, but it's more fantasy than video game. Love it. It was really fun. Ah, that's my girl. Clear card from what's her face? Cardcaptor Sakura. This is the brand new arc they made. Next one on the list. Next one on this list. Here we have Magi. Magi is an adventure about Arabian folklore. Sinbad, Aladdin, genies, and like I don't know. I don't know all of them. The Alibaba and the 40 Thieves, I think. But yeah, essentially, it's an anime about that. It's very good. Again, people. Yeah, I don't need the assist. I'm good. Been doing this for a while. This is one I'm not too sure. I have a solid guess, but if that's not it, then I just don't fucking know. I believe this is from Kyokara Mao. And Misty is the Netero of any tuber. I appreciate that. That also means I'm gonna die soon. Spoilers, sorry. Kind of slip out. I'm sorry. But at the same time, I mean, Hunter x Hunter has been labeled as the best anime ever for a long time. You kind of drew yourself into this corner. Yeah, Kyokara Mao is this one. I think it match. I think it match. Something Mao. There we go. I figured it out. You can't hijack my coattail. I got this. Fujoshi bait? Yeah, it's essentially what it is. Hello from Malaysia. Wow, you are up late, fam. Sophie, hey, Thank you so much for the donation. Will you watch Magia Record? It's a side story of Madoka Magica. I will watch it before the Sejep begins. Love your video. Thank you so much. Yeah, I am gonna watch it because I love Madoka Magica, and I think it's gonna be a really. The thing is, I want it to be good, but the bar is so fucking steep. So it's gonna be really hard for them to just like rival with the original. But so did Steins Gate was, and so was Steins Gate, and then Steins Gate Zero kind of did an okay job. So I don't know. I don't know. I have high hopes. That's a dick move and a half. That's You realize that no one in their right mind would actually guess this. Okay, so backstory to this one. Unless I'm wrong, this is from Arslan Senki, but not the one that you're familiar with. It's from the original. I think it's an OVA that came out in 1991. 90, 90 something in the 90s. Let's find out. Arslan Senki. 91 OVA. Boom. He's done it again. Database in my brain. Watch up. Yeah. She is Phalanges. Is she? I think she is. Dude. It's been so long. It's been literally so long. Arslan Senki. Look, if you're gonna watch the story, just watch the actual TV show. There's no reason to go all the way back to that. This one is several times better. How do you know this many anime? It's a curse, I told you. I do a shit ton of research and it just gets scattered in my brain and I just like recognize shit. I think they call it eidetic memory. It's kind of like a skill where you see a picture and you can tell where it's from or like where you've seen it. And don't ask me to tell you about the name of any characters. Most of them, no fucking clues. But show me a picture and I'll tell you where it's from. If I've seen it, obviously. Oh, I like this one. This is Battle Programmer Shirase, right? That's also a rather older one. I think it's from the early... I mean, computers were a thing, so I'm guessing early 2000, 2001 maybe? 2001 to maybe 2004. I'm giving myself a range because I'm not too sure on this one. Battle Programmer... Shirase. 2003 to 2004. I was kind of in the zone. Misty has no life. No, I have a job. It's my job to know shit. Eidetic memory. There you go. Yeah, that's the proper term for it. So yeah, no. I mean, for all of you guys, anime is just like a hobby. For me, it's a job. So I mean, might as well be good at my job, right? That's how I see it. Misty's IQ is 200. No, I don't think so. No. That'd be a really hard flex. Battle Programmer Shirase is a comedy about a dude that cyber hack things, but like in the early 2000s. So it wasn't really that hard to like. There weren't any kind of PayPal encryptions, firewalls, and shit. So I don't know. I don't think it aged all that well, but it still has some some decent jokes in it. Pro, your memory is on another level though. Maybe. I don't know. I think the whole thing boils down to mostly anime. Like, ask me about cars, I can't tell you much about them. I know where to change my oil and where to put the window washer. Do not inverse those two because you're going to create a giant mess for yourself. I've done that once. Not really. But I feel like it would be a real problem. Next one. Ah, I like this one. Little Buster. Again, people put comments below, but I really don't need your help. I appreciate it. I'm sure people who do that just want to play along. Um, Little Buster, a story similar on the emotional level than Plastic Memories. I wouldn't say all the way up to Angel Beats. Maybe just like a notch under. But still very good. Little Buster is a story about a narcoleptic person. Needs an anime about car mechanics. Oh, I've seen several. But watching a car mechanic anime doesn't make you a car sava. In the same sense, then watching Food Wars doesn't make you a chef. Um, Retro vibes for mine. That's a show I haven't talked about in a long, long ass time. Nadia from Secret of the Blue Water. Is that the English title? Nadia Secret of the Blue Water. Secret of Blue Water. Sorry, there's a word in there for. We need some AnyTubers to panel at Dragon Con 2020. Come on down. I can only go to cons that invite me, so arrest them and beg them to invite me. And that's the only way I can go because I can't afford trips to everywhere. I can't even afford trips down to my own city. Nadia, Secret of the Blue Water is a story about adventure and fantasy a little bit. Sci-fi. They put it as sci-fi. I'm claiming fantasy. It was mostly fantasy. Need to get a Blu-ray from that. Do they make Blu-rays for these? It's a show from the 90s. Maybe they can upscale it or I don't know, remaster it. They've done so with Bambi. I don't see why they wouldn't do it for the rest. Food Wars does teach you about flavor combinations, so it could make you a chef. Yeah, but it doesn't tell you like, oh, put this shit in the oven for 20 minutes. It just tells you like, this can kind of go well with that, but how much do you put in it? You figure that part out, dumbass. So, yeah, again, I mean, it helps get people interested in the craft, but it doesn't make you like a Michelin star chef because you watched it. Trust me, I am a fellow home cook, and I can only aspire to do how good they do on Food Wars. Food Wars ending was kind of disappointing. You take that back, good sir. That ending was fucking good. And the best part is, it's not even the ending. There's going to be a 5th season coming out. So, hold your horse. Maybe you're going to like the other ending. Honestly, I'm very satisfied with the way Season 4 ended. And you know what? They could just wrap the whole shit up, put it on a boat, and just ship it. Because I'm good. I'm very good with Food Wars, the way it ended Season 4. All right, time. This is just a picture. The show's called Guess the Anime GIF. Don't send me pictures. It doesn't count. I need the animation. I need the flow to get an idea of the quality that I'm getting. I don't know this guy. Maybe I do. It doesn't like I feel like I've seen him before. Um, I'm not sure where. So time for chat to take the wheel and answer which anime is this dude from? Can you make me a bento box, Misty? Sure. If you want to come and get it in Canada. Um, can Misty help find Go for a Punch, the lost anime? I know what Go for a Punch is. I don't think anyone's gonna ever find that. Go for a Punch is a speculated lost anime that was made several years ago. Also, pick can be reverse image search. Yeah, they can, but it doesn't mean you're gonna get an answer for it. Like if we take this one, that's if you search for an image, it says cartoon and then gives you like a bunch of suggestions. Maybe it's from Monster. I don't. That's. But then again, you would need to know that this is Johan from Monster. So uh, go on. Um. So yeah, no, I don't know which one this is. But yeah, to go back to to the Go for a Punch thing. Monogatari, yeah, that might be it actually. Isekai, what the fuck is it called in English? War on Geminar, I think is the English title that you're meaning. War on this one. I think you're right. I think this is the main character. This is why it seems so familiar. It seems like he's the kid version of it. I feel like you're onto something. It might be just that. Trinity. Trinity is in the running. I don't think it's now and then here and there. I thought it might have been, but it was my first guess. But I'm not too sure enough to claim it to be. They have the same haircut. It could be. It could be. It's hard to say. Let's find out. No, I don't think it is. His eyebrows doesn't match with his design. I think it's Geminar. I think it would be him as a kid. I'm not sure. I'm not. I don't know. We're gonna. It's not Monogatari. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. We're gonna move on. Nobody seems to know. Thank you, Bubble. Nominees for the Crunchyroll Anime Awards. You seen them? No, I have not. I was also maybe considering looking into this later, but we're gonna find out. If I can finish my thoughts on Go for a Punch, um, it is a supposed lost anime that was made in several years ago, several decades ago, even now. Um, and essentially, all footage has been lost, and it's supposedly to be a very scary horror anime, but it's just vanished, and people are having like speculation on the deep web where one might have found something, and there's like a whole conspiracy about it. My opinion is that it's from Geminar, but I'm not sure, and I cannot confirm it. I just don't know enough. So yeah, Go for a Punch is like some real obscure shit. Um, yo soy la directora de esta compañía. Yuyama Kakunojo. That's Spanish. That means I am the director of the company Yuyama Kakunojo. My Spanish is extremely rusty. Maybe some fellow Spanish speaking folks can confirm that this is accurate. Yo soy la directora de esta compañía. Yuyama Kakunojo. I believe so. Either way, this is from Bakumatsu? Bakumatsu, I think it's called. Let's find out. Bakumatsu. This one. Intrigue in the Bakumatsu. Hiraha ni Hoheto. Nope, you translated right. Don't worry. Alright, killer. Look at me, speaking French, English, Spanish, and Japanese. Look at them flex. Hey. My Spanish is very good. Here's the thing. I don't have any merits because French and Spanish are very close apart. They are based on the same roots word from Latin, so hardly difficult. As long as you know like some key tricks, you can kind of figure it out. Basically, when you get like Spanish classes in high school, they teach you about like the verbs and tense, and yo soy is like very basic, and then directora is like same root as director, and from the company. It's very simple. I don't have any merits, but thank you. It's from this anime, by the way. About a story about a dude that searched for. He's a wandering mercenary, and he searched for lost items. And he also uses powers for the better reasons. I think it goes one way. I think if you speak French, it's easier to learn Spanish. But if you speak Spanish, it's still a dick to learn French, because like French has all of these we call them accent, where you have like accents on letters, and it complicates stuff. Like for example, in E you can have this, you can have that, you can have this. It's a giant mess. It's a giant things that you can try and figure out. Back to these guys. This, I'm 95% sure it's from Inuyasha. I think it's Miroku. Miroku from Inuyasha. Inuyasha, a fantastic anime, very popular, so I think a lot of people know about it. Never seen this one. Don't know. No, I'm stumped. I'm literally stumped. I have never seen a guy clad in orange, blonde, and running away with limp arms. No. From all the anime I've seen, you'd think I would have seen this, but no, I don't know. Thoughts on Serial Experiments Lane? Phenomenal for its time. Don't think it aged all that well, but Boruto, yeah, that might be it. Honestly, I haven't seen Boruto, but no clue. What's a Naruto? I love this anime. This is called Rectomorty. And the professional call it Riku to Morutu, and it's a comedy anime. It tries to be smart sometimes, so it's not for like non-smart people. You have to keep up with it. It's pretty hard. Um, and it's made by the same guys that did FLCL, as you can tell by the Adult Swim tag here. So you know it's a legit anime when it has that mark on it. I understand that the art style is a bit out there for people. It's not like traditional. It does have like the big eyes that people are accustomed to when it comes to anime. I think that's what they were going for here. But regardless, the colors are very flat. There's not a lot of shading. The character designs are unconventional, to say the least. But give it a chance. You'd be surprised at how good of an anime this one is. It's very high Q. Absolutely, I agree with you. Rikuru to Morty, phenomenal show. Moving on. These are getting stupider for the seconds. That's the guy from Blood Blockade Battlefront. Hey, look at that, I got it right for once. Kekai Sensen. Supernatural, a bit fantasy shonen about a city that is, was New York at some point. Sorry. But now it has turned into a microcosm of monsters and people that are just going at each other. And the main character has a special power that fucks with his eyes. That's how I'm going to put it. Kekai Sensen, you are correct. Big brain anime. Oh, yeah. You think this is hard to guess, but if you've seen the show, it's kind of just like giving it away. Kinky Sensei. Yeah, that's another one. This is from Denocoil, and actually a really interesting show. A little bit older. I think it came out in 2012. Let's find out. Denocoil. No, 2007. 5 years away, Misty. You are slipping. Essentially, it's about like augmented reality. And it was very avant-garde for its time. Because augmented reality, like Google Glasses and stuff like that, wasn't really even talked about in 2007. I believe that the iPhone wasn't even out in 2007. So yeah, definitely interesting show if you are looking for a bit of sci-fi. That's not a GIF. That's kind of cheating. The enemy you're less likely to know are also less likely to have GIFs. That's why you have to make them yourself. Don't be lazy and get them on Google. Oh, it's my man Stanley. Stanley. Believe it or not, this is a legit anime. It's called Hero Man. And I'm not sure if it's produced by Stanley / Marvel, or if it's based on a comic that he made several years ago. Like several years ago. Yeah, it was. iPhone came out in 2007. Okay, well, they, even though it came out in 2007, they didn't have augmented reality when the iPhone came out, was my point. So back to Hero Man. It's it's more of an action show. A story about a kid living. The entire anime happens in America. Rip Stanley, I agree. And it's a kid that gets bullies at school, and he finds a robot in a garbage, and he fixes it. And then there's a lightning strike that hits the robot, and it basically turned into the Iron Giant movie, but more like if you put the Iron Giant and Metabots together, you'd get pretty much Hero Man. All in all, it's actually a really good anime if you like Stanley stuff. That's why he had a cameo in it. Hero Man, that's the one. I disagree. I think it deserves a better score than that. What's the name of the anime where a bunch of girls want to have sex? All of them. I believe so. Next one. No, I will not help you give sauce to all of these begging people on the internet. They need to look for them. This is very easy. This is the main character, Goblin Slayer. This is the manga. Again, you guys are cheating. This is not a GIF. This is just like picture. I have no merits knowing pictures, especially if it's the main character. Have I seen Metabots? Oh yeah, I watched that shit back on Teletoon when I was a teenager. Metabots was the shit. Not doing this to prove you wrong, just genuinely want to know your thoughts on this one. Ancient Magus Bride is a really good show. I feel like they could have done a little bit better with the ending, but overall, it was a fun experience. It looked good, and the characters were very likable. This screams Yu-Gi-Oh all over. Played on Teletoon. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm not too sure about this one, but sounds like Yu-Gi-Oh wouldn't be too far off. Yeah, someone also seems to say that. Um, this is the main characters from Spiral. Spiral is honestly, I think it's a sleeper. Not that it is a show that you're gonna fall asleep on, but rather that it is sleeping under the nose of a lot of people. Um, it's a brainiac kind of anime about a group of students who solve puzzles. Uh, it's from Beyblade, Bakugan, Thing No Vanguard. I'm pretty sure it's Yu-Gi-Oh. It's Bakugan. Look, you guys can't seem to make up your mind. I will veto the shit out of you and claim it's from Yu-Gi-Oh. Because, I don't know. I feel like it is. Beyblade, I knew from last guy. All right, let's look at it. This dude's from Beyblade. We're gonna find out. No, we're not. There's too many. There's too many seasons of Beyblade. I wouldn't know where to start. This joke every single fucking time you make a guess the anime, some smart ass guy to be like, hey. Remember Corey in the house? I'm so funny. I'm so witty. I should work for Saturday Night Live. Comedy. What do you think about Meddlesome Kitsune Senko-san? I feel like it's a discounted Dragon Maid. It's Bakugan. Look, kids, fight against yourself. I don't care. It could be either. I ain't gonna watch shit. So, next one. Hair isn't crazy enough for Yu-Gi-Oh. You're right. But they're not main characters, so it doesn't say anything. This is from Mahou Shoujo site, a horror anime. Cory in the House meme died 5 years ago. You're generous. I think 6, 7 years ago, even then. Oh, I love this one. Nanana's Buried Treasure. Nanana's Buried Treasure is I mean, detective anime? Not really. Not really. Kind of. Certain elements of it is detective-ish. Is there any horror anime that is actually scary? Scary that means like having pop scare? There's a few, but no, generally they Japanese aren't really good at drawing horror. I mean, no, there's some shows that are really good, but they're just like twisted psychologically. Um, in terms of pop scare, no, they're not really good at doing that. That's not what Japans do most of the time. There's some movie they made that is pretty good, such as like The Grudge, or I think it was, yeah, I think this is The Grudge that they made. That was remotely good. But no, in general, Japan isn't that good at making pop scare. Higurashi, I mean, is scary-ish. I mean, it is mostly disturbing. I don't feel like it has pop scares that are gonna like make you jump. Back to this Nanana's Buried Treasure. Good show. I think it's a little underrated. A story about an island where people go to find, well, buried treasure. Ew. I mean, it's cute, but ugh, dramatic murder. Dramatical murder. Dramatical murder. That's the one. Yeah, it's garbage. It's Fujoshi bait. Fujoshi bait again. Oh yeah, that's the good stuff. Ikitosen. Girls fighting and ripping clothes off. Uh, then what are your thoughts on Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid? A better version than Senko-san. It's an infinite loop. No, Dragon Maid's really good. Fun comedy. The slice of life aspect isn't too redundant. Yo, I need a good fantasy series. Any recommendation? Yeah, try Tales of Zestiria. It's a pick out of the hat. It's a random draw. What the hell is this one? Okay, you guys are back on the driving wheel. Um, Here, I don't know this one. I'm not into cats anime, so I couldn't tell you which one it is. Yo, Rostar, how you been, man? You missed. We did your gift earlier today. No, I'm not streaming on Twitch. I was trying to stream on both Twitch and YouTube, but YouTube was being kind of a I don't know. It was picky, so it didn't work both at the same time. So I figured we did one on Twitch yesterday. Let's do one on YouTube. Um, have I watched Lost Song? That's the one on Netflix, right? I have seen part of it. I haven't seen the whole thing. Yeah. I've seen a few episodes. I've seen like two or three. It's interesting, but I'm not sure if I would watch the entire show. Nyan Koi, is that it? I've seen Yankoi, but I don't recall that scene in it. This is from Punchline. I've also seen Punchline, but I don't recall that. I don't know. Hard pass. Hard pass on this one. We're going to call it Mulligan. Can you recommend me an over-the-top, dumb, ecchi anime? I can recommend you several over-the-top, dumb, ecchi anime. Um, Top of my head, Kisses. Another one, Camphor. Another one, this one. This exact one. This is the Testament of Sister New Devil. It's either Nyankoi or Punchline. Punchline? I'll take your word for it. I don't recall that scene in Punchline, but if you say so, I believe you. Punchline is very wholesome. Depend which part. Last Song takes a dramatic turn after 7 episodes. Could be the case. I've never gotten that far on it. I know you only watch anime, but did you play heard about Erosu Syndrome? First of all, I don't only watch anime. I watch a lot of stuff that is not even remotely close to anime. Right now, I'm watching The Witcher on Netflix. And with my daughters, I'm going back through all of the Disney movies because she's in that phase where she want to watch them all. So, yeah, no. And I play a shit ton of games. Yesterday on Twitch, we were playing Bloons Tower Defense. That shit is fun as hell. It's not Punchline. I believe Bubble Tea. She is a rabid Punchline fan, and if she says it's not from there, then I believe her. So it's more likely to be either Nyankoi or something else, but we don't know, and nobody's gonna ever find out. I want an anime with good farts. No, you don't. Onoda Goro. Try that one out. How do you write it? Onora Goro. Story about an old man that farts, and the farts has a personality. Short episodes. We talked about it yesterday on Twitch. It's a story about farts. You thought I would be stumped and didn't know what to give you. Lo and behold, again, if you've been missing the show, I know every anime I ever made. So, yes, this is the live action of Boruto. It's the filler arc where they go and fight the aliens at Area 51. Not a lot of people know where this is from. Can you? Bitch, please. Bitch, please. This is from Dusk Maiden of Amnesia. Actually, a decent show. A lot of people know about it. Last anime looked like it was from Trinity 7. This one? Nah, that's the Testament of Sister New Devil. Mine was Ninja Boy Hattori, in case you didn't know. No, we did find out. You can rewatch the archive of this live stream. We covered that one, but it was very fun to talk about it. So yeah, whenever this stream is gonna end, you can probably go back and read it or rewatch it rather. Dusk Maiden, look at that! Everybody knows about it. Too easy. It's not even a challenge. Good attempt though. Yeah, that's the girl from The Gray Men, isn't it? Seems like it's the later seasons, because the thing with The Gray Men is I watched like maybe 40 to 60 episodes, And then I essentially moved on to the manga, and whenever they got back to the anime, I just never went back into it. But it seems to be the updated art style for it. Misty should watch Snow White with the red hair. Spin on Disney's version. No, I know about this anime. I've seen it. I mean, the first episode kind of is a spin on Snow White, but after that, it becomes its own thing. Misty, can you recommend me some thriller psychological anime? Sure. Off the top of my head, Monster, first and foremost. If you have not seen that one, you're doing yourself a disservice. And another one, the terrorist one. What is it called again? Zankyo no Terra? Zankyo no Terra. The Gray Man is correct. Look at that. Another one off the book. Does my wife share my passion for anime and Japanese culture? At one point she used to. Then she grew up. No, she grew out of it. Now, not so much. No, she has her own white girl preference, and she embraces it. She embraces the white girlness of her. Don't memify. This is serious business, okay? Guessing anime is hard, okay? I don't need you putting shit on screen to just cover it up and turn a GIF that is like 5 seconds into enough something that's gonna last like 50. No, you know what? That's enough. But to go back here, this is a girl from an anime that I actually enjoy quite a lot. I'm gonna answer this one before anyone else does in the comments. Let's be real, nobody of you guys know what this is from. So I'm gonna read chat for a second, just in the off chance anyone can prove me wrong. But this is a really hard show to find out. Do the other links active? There's 28 people there waiting for you to go live on a different. Yeah, just tell them it's here. Just send them the link because they have been missing out about an hour 30 of the stream. They'll be able to watch the archive. YouTube is so janky. No, it's not from Oniai. Nozokiana! Hey, the anime guy pulls in the clutch win. Yes, it is. Nozokiana. That's the one. Very close behind, though. Somo Paul. Yeah, you guys are good. I don't give you enough credit sometimes. You guys know more than I expect you to. Yes, this is Nozokiana. It's a very good OVA. Something similar to the anime Nana. Oh, okay. Sorry. Because the way it was phrased, I thought you were talking about this one being similar to the anime called Nana to Kaoru, but my rereading your quote, I'm guessing you mean like you want an anime that's similar to the anime Nana, which is another thing. Well, you know what? I'm lazy. Let's see what my anime list recommends. Beck, yeah, kind of. Peach Girl is a good one. Skip Beat, absolutely. Have you seen Skip Beat? Pick that one up. So good. So good. One of my favorite. Birdie the Mighty the Code. Is Nozoki Anna this popular? No, it's not. It's very niche. I have talked about it like a few weeks ago in a video. Is Nozoki Anna dubbed? No, I don't think so. It is. We in the business like to call this softcore hentai. And it's really good. It's one of the better ones, honestly. I bet you don't notice. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. You can't even find any gifs of it. So you send me a picture. All right. First of all, you're losing points for talking shit. Second of all, you're also losing point because this is a picture and not a gif. And third of all, it's from an anime called Maid Guy. Suck on that dick, bitch. Maid Guy is a story about two people that inherits an heritage, and they have to fight it off. Not really. No, it's a comedy. It's actually a really decent comedy, but it's kind of older, and I don't expect anyone would go out of their way to pick it up because it's average on its best day. I haven't watched anime for a little while. Any recommendation for an anime to get me back into watching? You want something recent? I don't really know what you're into, but if you haven't seen Doctor Stone, I think that might get you the kick you need. He's getting cocky, guys. No, you don't get it. I've always been cocky. Generally, I tone it down. I tone it down for you guys on YouTube. But if somebody's gonna talk shit to me, then I'm just not gonna be there and take it like a softcore hentai. So yeah, back to Maid Guy. If you want the page, Kamen the Maid Guy. The proper title. From 2008. I thought it was from 2007. A little bit off. Good comedy. It's okay. It's okay. It's very decent. This is some good shit. This, if you have not seen this, this is really good. This is from Welcome to the Classroom of the Elite with my boy, the main character, Ayano Koji. And the story, the premise of that show is how every student in school is allotted a bunch of points, and they use these points on campus to buy stuff. And depending on how well they perform at the end of the month, they are allotted a ranking. They're given a ranking, and depending on which ranking you get a certain amount of points back to like keep buying shit that you need. So if you spend all your points / money and then you get a shit ranking, then you're pretty much screwed. And then there's a bit of psychology into it, and then the whole thing is kind of dropped after a few episodes and becomes something else. So really liked it regardless. I just wish they would emphasize more on that aspect. Artwork, beautiful. Really wish for a season 2 eventually. Maybe we're going to get one. Maybe not. Back at the test, but serious? Yeah, I agree. Kind of something like that. Wow. Talk about spoilers. This is from Owari no Seraph. I'm not going to talk too much about it. What is that? Anime scene search engine? No, I don't. I'm good, thanks. I'm good. Never mind. I don't know what this is from. Does anyone know this one? It seems like from the art style, it looks to be mid 80s. Which is not really my forte when it comes to anime. What would you recommend after watching Spice and Wolf? Do you mean like a similar show to that? Let's find out what people think. What's a similar show to Spice and Wolf? Not really that one. Ghost Stick? I guess. I mean, if you trade the economic aspect for like detective stuff, Katanagatari has a good synergy between the character. I really like this show, and I think I can recommend this one. Looks like Saint Seiya. Could be. Honestly, I haven't seen Saint Seiya. Golden Time? Golden Time, yeah. Golden Time would be a good match, I'd say. Blue gender? Very unlikely it's blue gender. Are you saying that because it's a girl and she has blue hair? That's the stretchiest stretch I've seen. What are my thoughts on Kanata no Astra? Boy, can I tell you a lot about that one. I loved it. I really, really loved it. I didn't expect I would enjoy it as much, and I think it is a sleeper of 2019. A lot of people are sleeping on that bitch, and they're missing out big time. It is such a good show. It's a complete story, which you don't always get because people try to milk seasons forever. This is 12 episodes, super compact, easy to eat, on the go. It's just good. This is good shit. And then it's over. Never to be seen again. What is the anime that made you cry the most? Which anime made me cry the most often or the longest? The anime that made me cry for the longest extended period, like where it was more than just like one tear out of me, was Assassination Classroom's ending. That had me sobbing for like 15 minutes. Which one made me cry the most times would probably be Angel Beats. Either Angel Beats or like I Shield 21, but not for the reasons people expect. Oh yeah, that's a thing. That's before I get demonetized. This is from an anime called Manyu Hikencho, where a girl's power is proportional to the size of her boobs, and it is just as retarded as it sounds. What would you recommend watching after Shimoneta? You should pick up Seitokai Yakuin Demo. Man, I should really start charging for like recommendation and shit. Uh, that was off the chart. Oh, dude, this is it. This is the one we were talking about it earlier. Go for a punch. The deep net anime that is like lost and forgotten. This is the one. Mind you, I have not seen it, but I've seen like a few still image of it, and yeah. Anyway, I talked about it. I'm not gonna put myself through that again. Next one on the list is Charlotte. Charlotte. Charlotte is a hit or miss anime. Some people really like it. Some other people just really hate it for. And the reason why it's so polarized is because of a shifting point where it makes people who didn't really appreciate it like it very much, or people who were already enjoying it despise it. Thoughts on The Lost Village? Lost Village is actually a comedy. It's not a horror show. So a lot of people go in and think it is actually garbage because it's like a B-rated kind of horror series, when actually no, it's not what they were going for. It's actually a comedy. So if you go in with the mindset of it's a comedy, it actually changed the perspective quite a lot. I'll take the bait and I'll Accept the shame. Do I really want to click on that link? Uh, YOLO. Nothing venture, nothing gain. Let's do it. Let's see what. God fucking damn it. um, well, clearly this is Pokemon the late years. And this is not a reskin of King of the Hill. Um, yeah, King of the Hill has been reskinned as Pokemon. Fun meme. Fun memes. Patetico. Oh, Spanish again. It just means surprisingly pathetic. um, it's from she's a girl from Symphogear. Shorty man. Hi, Misty. Been a fan for a long time. Nice to see you live. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for joining in the fun. Wow, we got 420 people watching the stream at once. You guys are killing it. Symphogear, a really fun show. It has a pretty big fan base, but outside of that fan base, it's kind of hard to get people interested in it. Why too little people talk about Tokyo Magnitude 8.0, or is it only me who think it's a masterpiece? No, you're right. It is. It is an actual masterpiece. I don't know. Reason why a lot of people don't talk about good shows because sometimes they get older and they just get forgotten. It is incredibly good, but it's also a little bit niche. Also, for me, maybe it's just for me, but the ending was incredibly predictable. Like, I knew what was going on 3 or 4 episodes before the reveal. So, another one from Symphogear. If you like fights and good music, Symphogear is a good one to go with. I agree. It has a good soundtrack. What happened to your anime? The same thing that happens to a lot of shows. Budgeting is hard, and we don't have enough money to keep it going because everyone is kind of poor. Yeah, that's how it'd be. In a nutshell, it's more complicated than that, but I don't have the time to go into a lengthy description of everything. Eventually, I will, but I'm not there. I know this is stupid, but what are your thoughts on Boku no Pico? Alright, here's the thing. If we really want to go back into this shit, I am probably not exclusively, but I am part of the Boku no Pico trend problem that happened back in 2014 2015 because I made a video that got 17 millions, a top 10 about fucked up anime, and number one, guess where it was Boku no Pico. So 17 million people learned about Boku no Pico from ye old guy here. So from there, just imagine how well that shit spread like butter. So, yeah, it's my fault Boku no Pico became trending. That being said, I mean, it's just a provocative anime. Are you going to guess all the GIF as much as I can within the time that I have, which is not a lot left? We've been at this for like almost 2 hours. And we're going to go through a few more. And then I'll see where it goes. This is Blade Dance. It is a piece of shit anime that I strongly recommend everyone to stay away from. Despite the kawaii girl you may see on your screen right now, do not let it get to fool you. It is... Which anime do you hate the most? This one. precisely this one. No, green, but this one isn't too far off. I think Blade Dance and Absolute Duo are kind of tied at like number 7 from the most I hate. They're just that stupid. Recommend me some good romance anime with a decent male protagonist. Yeah, I got one. Ore Monogatari, My Love Story. That one is pretty fucking dope. And the main character is fucking awesome. What is Boku no Pico's English title? It never got an English title because God forbid it get dubs. But Boku no Pico translates to My Pico. Yeah, it's rapey like that. Blade Dance needed an ending. Blade Dance needed a lot more than just an ending. Good sir, Kickstarter your anime you tried to make and we'll make a thing. Yeah, there's something in the works. It's not there yet, and it's gonna take a while before it is. I don't know where, but we're gonna find out. Don't know. These are too generic even for me to recall. There's no character. There's no hints. There's like, look at the picture in itself. There's maybe 10% of the picture that has motion in it, and the rest is just like generic blue screen. So no, I don't know which one this is from. And I don't feel bad for not knowing that one because it's too specific. My guess would be like Grave of the Fireflies, maybe, or another movie in the wakes of that. Sounds like it could be from Grave of the Fireflies, but I don't know. Chihiro? I don't fucking know. This is from Monster. It's a very important character from the show. That was funny. This is from Senryu. Senryu? Spirited Away? Yeah, I mean, it feels like it could be from Ghibli's, but I don't know. I don't care. I don't really care. Spirited Away? Could be. I don't care. This is from Senryu. Senryu is a comedy, a little bit parody to it. The show with the purple hair girl is called Seretsukai no Blade Dance. Yeah, Blade Dance. We just call it Blade Dance, shorter. Yeah, good comedy, Senryu. I'm gonna try to go faster through some of them. This feels like Berserk. But I'm not sure. It's hard to say. There's no visual. Like there's no face of characters or anything. My brain is getting fried from all the guessing. It is from Spirited Away. There you go. Spirited Away. Can you recommend me some psychological horror anime and not Doki Doki Literature Club? Another? I mean, yeah, I guess. Psychological horror. You can try Higurashi, or again, I've mentioned it before. Monster. Monster is really good. Ajin is dope. I agree. What's similar to Tanya the Evil? Which aspect of Tanya the Evil? The World War aspect? The little girl? The little girl in power. Let's find out what the world recommend. What does the world recommend? Code Geass. Yeah, remember when Lelouch was a lolly? Overlord. Actually, yeah, this one. Alderamin. Alderamin is so underrated. It's actually such a good show. Any good tragedy anime? Again, Monster. If you guys have not seen Monster, you're missing out on a really good show. Look at that score. From over 100,000 people. This is how good it is. Good psychological thriller. Really good one. I believe this is from Akatsuki no Yona, because we had it in a previous Guess the Anime episode. What do you think about Kyokara Mao? We talked about it earlier. It was in one of the gifts that someone submitted. Ramen is really good. I can recommend as well. Well, there you go. You guys are slipping on some good shit. I love Ramen. Hey, thank you. Finally, some recognition. Yeah, Katsuki no Yona is a story about a girl that is she a princess? I think she's a princess. And then she goes under. Someone close to her gets murdered, and she must escape the country, and then she tries and reclaim it. That's a very popular and very good anime called Welcome to the NHK. What would you say is a must-watch for classical anime? Classical? Depends your definition of classical. How far back do you want me to go? In the 90s? In the 90s? Before that? If you want to go like all the way in the 60s and from that range in the 80s and everything, Gundam. Gundam is a classic. If you want a little closer in the 90s, Cowboy Bebop, I would say, is definitely one. Yes, this is Welcome to the NHK. And she is a princess. Okay, there you go. Have I seen the new ReZero scenes? No, because it's not out. Do you mean like the recap / getting people ready for the new season? The OVA that they're doing? No, I have not seen that either. Akira is a movie rather than a series. Ranma's is classic-ish, but I don't know. I've never seen myself recommending Ranma. I don't think it aged well enough to be like, oh, look at this shit. It's going to be great. You're going to have a good time. What's your opinion on I Want to Eat Your Pancreas? Haven't seen it yet. It's a movie, and movies take forever to be licensed here in the West, so whenever it's going to come out. Classic Crest of the Stars. Crest of the Stars is good, but it's not a masterpiece. It's good. It's just good. And it's kind of underrated. Again, I'm going to try to go through these a little bit faster because I'm stalling. This is from Utano Prinsama, Fujoshi. Fujoshi all the way. But in its defense, it does have some good music. No, I'll give it that. Classic Ghost in a Shell, I agree. Classic Hellsing. Classic Trigon. Classic Azumanga Daioh. Yeah, essentially Evangelion as well. Essentially anything that ever made it on AMV Hell, that's a classic. Have I watched Hozoki no Reitetsu? Not entirely. I've seen enough to know about it. I haven't seen all the episodes. I haven't seen season 2 either, but I agree it's good. Oh, look at this guy just going to town with a foursome. Um, okay, okay. You think I don't know? You think I don't know classics from the old age? You guys want to talk about classic? Let's fucking go. This is Romeo and the Black Brothers. It was very good, but again, it may have not aged also well. This is from Rémi Sans Famille, which is like orphan child Rémi. Also good. This is Sengoku Gun Galaxy Warring State. This is what it was called in English. And this is from Lost Universe, the lightsaber, the Star Wars kind of ripoff. So boom, 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 4 out of 4. Call me sensei. I'll be out. SpongeBob. It's SpongeBob. It's SpongeBob. Ah, yeah. I love this one. This is from Parasite the Maxim. This is a masterpiece. Someone wanted like psychological action and horror earlier. Definitely pick this bad boy up. Parasite is a must watch. Is definitely top tier. This, not so much. This is from Boarding School Juliet. I feel like this is one of the worst mix of Romeo and Juliet concept in anime. Yeah, I kind of agree on that. It's like there is an anime called Romeo and Juliet, which I think is better than this one. Romeo X Juliet. Like, if you're in high school and you have a paper due on Romeo and Juliet, maybe watch this one rather than Boarding School Juliet, unless you want a gun for like a D. Because if you're going for a D, then Boarding School Juliet could get you there. Of course, I mean, as an actual paper, I would recommend you read the actual story and not lazy off watching anime. But if you're gonna do that, then pick this one over the other one. Can you say Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood like Noxtaku? No, I refuse to do that. I'm not about the clout. I will not dance for you, monkey. I like this anime. Here's the thing. I like this anime until the end. The ending. Boarding School Juliet is like modern view on Romeo and Juliet. I mean, it's a stretch, but yeah, no, this is from Neju no Susume, Recovery of an MMO Junkie, a story about a girl who ditched her job to play an MMO game. You know, as one does. And overall, I mean, the anime is sweet and everything. A little too far-fetched in my personal taste. The way I would put it is the events that happens are like 1 in a million, and then even then is like a real stretch. The odds of things happening the way they do, a little too far-fetched. And the ending, kind of disappointing. Overall, I think it's still a good anime. It's just it in the end, the ending was very vanilla, and I was hoping for like, I don't know, vanilla with sprinkles on it. Not too much. It's still vanilla, but give me some sprinkles on it. Shit. I don't know. Hand holding is just it's gonna give me a half chub 9 times out of 10, but in this case it just didn't work. All right, Death Parade. Death Parade. If you have not watched this one, I think it's generally agreed that it is pretty fucking good. Yeah, I think it's the general consensus. It's really good. Any recommendation for anime like Black Lagoon or Gangsta? Have you seen the anime called Yormugen? It is spelled like this. Jormungand. I apologize. My pronunciation of words that are not in French, Spanish, English, or Japanese can be a little iffy sometimes. But yeah, this one. This is from Helsing. Helsing Ultimate, I think. Yes, this is a Jiao Jiao reference. This actually might be from the abridge. Not too sure, but oh, dude, you guys find like the really obscure shit. On va voir pour celle-là. Basically, this person says like, we're gonna see for this one, all sass like. This is from First Squad. It's an OVA about World War II. And I realize at this point, like everyone's kind of numb to the fact that I know every anime. Like we've been doing this for a long time, so it's not as impressive once you already get over the fact that I do. But this is incredibly obscure. First Squad. First Squad. It's a movie. It's not an OVA, it's a movie. It's actually a movie from 2009. I didn't know that one. Yeah, it's about the Second World War, and the girl has lost memory, but she's part of the Soviet Union. Is that it? Soviet Intelligence Service. Something like I've seen it when it came out, like maybe not when it came out, like in 2010 maybe. Who's your favorite Joestar? Speedwagon. I don't know. Joseph is cool. Joseph's pretty cool. Yamada Kun and the Seven Witches review. Like, you mean right now? It's fucking awesome. Urara is best girl. I mean the real Urara, not Uravati from My Hero Academia. This girl, best girl. Love the way it ended. Honestly, they packed it all the way back to the 12 episode format instead of like the manga that goes on for like God knows how long. It's like 140 plus something chapters. Nah. 12 episodes, all in, all out, with the ending I wanted. It's all good. This is all what I want. My thoughts on Prison School? Too kinky. A little too kinky for my own good. Right. This seems like it would be nothing and nobody would know about this. This is actually the first anime ever made, and It was called Senzamon Gatana. I think Gatana was in it. Gatana. Oh, Namakura Gatana. That's it. That's the one. It's the first. Yeah, it came out in 1917. This shit came out before World War II. Namakura Gatana, the first ever anime made, and it shows. Kiss Him Not Me review. Just want to make sure that I. Oh, it's this one. No, pass. I don't recall it enough to give you a decent review of it. I know my friends, Alejandro Saab does one of the guy in the dubs. Who did he do? The main character? No, that's his face. I mean, this guy. Yeah. So yeah, my buddy Alejandro, he voices one of the character in the dub, but that's all I remember from this anime. All right, we're probably gonna do like just a few more, and after that, then we are gonna wrap things up. Here we have Noragami. Noragami. This is a gift that I always get whenever people submit Noragami because it's funny, I'm trash and therefore I belong in the trash. Yeah, Noragami. If you've seen the past episodes of Guess the Anime, we get it pretty often. This here is another one that we get like incredibly often. It's from Plastic Nissan, which again we're getting the answers in the descriptions. But if you've seen the past episodes of Guess the Anime, then you know I already knew these. All right, this is sly as fuck. This dude tried to juke me by putting a black and white filter over the scene because I recall it vividly to be in color. This is from Owari no Seraph. So yeah, Owari no Seraph, we talked about it briefly earlier because I had like some kind of spoilers on it. What is the most time you have seen the same anime? I think 4 times. And that would be Lovely Complex. I mean, maybe not. I think I've seen Cardcaptor Sakura like 10 times easily. Oh, this is another girl from Symphogear. God, the qualities of some of these gifs is just like... Was it filmed on a potato? Legend of the Galactic Heroes. Which is a phenomenal show, mind you. One of the best ever made. Legend of the Galactic Heroes is... The way I put it is like basically Game of Thrones meet Star Trek. That's it. We're gonna have to wrap this up real soon. I'm all out of coffee. This is a character from Nijiro Days. Nijiro Days is Fujoshi Bates once again. Yes. Comedy, romance, school, slice of life, shoujo. So you get what you get. Lucky Star Review, really good for its time. Didn't age all that well because a lot of jokes revolve around that time period, and is very niche to that period. Like the Timothée when she washes her hair is based on a commercial that used to play in Japan. So like it's funny by itself, but if you know where it's from, then it's even funnier. But it's not an ad that plays anymore, so nobody would make the connections. What is my opinion on orange? It's an okay color. Oh, you mean the fruit? I don't really like oranges all that much. Oh, you mean the anime? It's okay. It's a good anime. You see what I did there? I built it up. Um, this is Nabari no Oh. I do have the DVD up there. You probably don't see it. It's stacked up in my shit collection. Um, Lots of garbage I have up there. Some good shows, but lots of garbage as well. Ah, yes, the Salt Bay meme that has been animified. Believe it or not, this is actually an anime. This is a rather recent one at that. It's Outburst Dreamers. It's a comedy show. It's just as forgettable as the rest of them. But, they, this dude here. They became trending because memes, right? I mean, now you're doing anime memes, so it's even better. Outburst Dreamer Boys. That's the one. Comedy. Will you show someday your kids Cardcaptor Sakura? If they want to watch it, yeah. I'm not going to force them to sit through something that I like purely because I like it. If they don't like it, then they can do something else. And right now, my daughter is enjoying The Good Dinosaur, probably one of Pixar's worst movie, but she likes it a lot, so we watch it a lot. And that's what you do when you're a good dad. You watch Paw Patrol and The Good Dinosaur a lot. Oh, this is a perfect way to end our draw. This is my girl. This is my girl Sheena from Tel Symphonia. The outfit give it away, first of all. And it also turns out that Tel Symphonia is my favorite games of all time. So you can bet your ass I would notice this. It is absolutely... The anime is good. Play the game if you're gonna watch. If you want to have the full experience, play the game. It's so worth it. Does anyone else think his voice doesn't match his face? Yeah, I get that a lot. You want to know what I get a lot too about my voice? I sound like Kermit the Frog. And now you can't unhear it. I'm sorry, Miss Piggy. I do watch Paw Patrol a lot and the same episodes. Who's your favorite pup? My favorite pup is Zuma. But, and also, there's no kids watching. Fuck Chase. Chase gets so much preferential treatment than the other pups do. And I don't think it's fair. I think Chase is full of it. I think he's a little shit. And Zuma, I think you know what I really think? I think Zuma gets less screen time because he's black. He's the black pup. And the show is secretly racist. That's what I really think about it. But Zuma is the best one because he goes in the water. Until every other pups learn how to fucking swim. Even Rocky, who hates water, is like, yeah, I can go underwater now. I'm a mermaid. Fuck you. All right? Leave Zuma, my boy, alone. And same goes with Stella. All right, well, Sky. Her name is Sky in English, but in French, her name is Stella. Sky, she was the only one that could fly. And then all of a sudden, they all have fucking wings and shit that flies. Alright? How are you gonna take away her own specialty? To be fair, now she flies faster, so at least they still gave her, like, an actual perk. But how you gonna do my boy Dirty Zuma like that and just, like, hijack his water experience? He had so little screen time already, and now he's even getting less. Is the worst, honestly. I apologize for my rant on Paw Patrol. I had that inside of me for a long time, so so yeah, Paw Patrol, great show for kids. What's my favorite newer anime? Newer anime? You mean like this season or the last season? What did we had last season that was real newer anime? One of my favorite is still Astra Lost in Space, Kanata no Astra. Oh, dude, how the mighty have fallen. Am I right? Nanatsu no Taizai in the last season. Yikes. That being said, Food Wars. Ah, dude, I fucking love Food Wars. Beastars was phenomenal. What else? I mean, My Hero Academia is still playing, is just as good as the rest. Bookworm, I have to give it another chance whenever I can. High Score Girl did really good. And that's about Excel Joshi. Piece of shit garbage anime. And that's about it for the fall one. My rant on Paw Patrol made 50 people go away. And I find that extremely hilarious. Darwin's Game. I have so much hype for this one. Can you do a quick review on Lucky Star? I did already. I talked about it like a few minutes ago. Good show, just didn't age all that well. And then that's about it. I mean, Haikyuu I think is going to be good. And then this one seems to be getting a lot of attention. Doro Hedoro I think is going to be really good. Bofuri, that was whatever. It's just another isekai garbage. Maybe it's going to be good. Ishizoku reviewers. What about Core in the House? Have you guys missed like an entire 2 hours of this stream? Because I've said my wake on Core in the House. Overflow. Ugh. Would rather eat shrapnel. And Idolish. My opinion on Aquarian. Which one? Which Aquarian? Aquarian Evolve, so saying Aquarian Logos. Aquarian Logos was a piece of shit, and it didn't deserve that treatment. So saying Aquarian, the first one was okay. I like the Evolve better. It's colorful. I like colorful shit, and everything was nice about it. But it's still a mecha anime, and that is very niche to begin with. Ergo Proxy opinion needs to turn the brightness the fuck up. It's very dark. Both like ambience wise and also like literally visually, it's extremely dark. So yeah, turn the gamma up a bit more so I can see what the fuck is happening on the screen, and then we're gonna talk about it. No, it's actually a good show. Code Lyoko review. That's not even an anime. I like it, but it's not an anime. I binge watched 3 seasons of Code Lyoko when I was on a trip to Miami in 2000. I want to say 2009. Not so sure anymore. I was 17, so 17, that'd be 2005. No, wait, 2005, 2006, maybe. I've been waiting for Vinland Saga to finish airing. I think I need to watch it now. Yeah, it's done airing. It finished at the end of last year. A French anime. I mean, it's not. It's kind of anime-ish, but yeah, it's French anime. So I believe this is gonna wrap up today's stream. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for the donations for people who gave some. It's very much appreciated, especially in this time because January is garbage for everyone. So I'm very grateful. I hope you had a fun time. This video is going to be archived, so if you missed the beginning, you can go back and rewatch it if you have 2 hours to spare, now 2 hours 20. So have a great time. We'll see you guys next week. I'm working on a really big video. It's about 10 pages of script. I still need to finish it, and then I need to record, and then I have to do about 50 minutes of editing. So maybe next week. If not, then on the week after. We're still going to get some streams scattered throughout there, but they will mostly be on Twitch. So make sure you follow me on Twitch or wait for the next one here. We're going to see where it goes. Thank you so much and have a great weekend. And I'll see you guys